Hey, this is Carrie with Canary Quilts, and we are wrapping up the quilting for the Dear Jane Quilt. This has been quite a journey. After this, I'll just have the binding to do, and I think at some point I will probably do a wrap-up video talking about it, showing it off when I get it bound. I'm going to bind it by hand, so that's going to take some time. And I may show my progress off in future videos. So if you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, you can probably see it there. But I just want to thank everybody who's come along on this journey with me. It's been a long one. A lot of you built some beautiful quilts, just absolutely gorgeous quilts. So many different fabrics were used, and it was really inspiring to see all the different types of quilts that were out there. So thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you. We are going to be quilting the left side border. And if you're new here, I'm using EQ8. We're using the Dear Jane add-on, and I am opening the DJ5 Quilting Border Blocks Master. I'm looking at the sketchbook. The blocks are under quilts, and I am starting here on left side 1. So just like I've done in all the other ones, I look at the quilting lines here, and then I interpret them and transfer them over to my blocks on my quilt, and then sometimes I modify them depending on the lines that are in her quilt, or if I feel it needs more lines. Some of these just didn't have a lot of quilting. Like, to me, this is just weird. And that's applique for me anyway. So I went around my applique, and then I did some more stitching up here, and I show you all that and let you know what I'm doing. So you can either modify it like I do or not at all. And we're also working on the top left corner, and you can find all the corner and their quilting at the end if you scroll all the way to the right in the sketchbook. You can also change the size of these blocks to find them faster, so you can scroll faster like that too. Maybe I should have mentioned that in the first 3 videos, but here I am. Anyway, let's finish this out. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and we'll go on some other fun journey in the future, and let me know how it's going for you, especially if you're new here. And let's get started. All right, I'm on my last border, which is the left side border, and the top left corner is what's left. So I'm actually starting with the left side number 13. That's the kind of the way it's fitting on my desk. So I'm kind of going backwards with the left side border. So this is 13. And I'm just going to start marking my quilts, and I'll just let you know if there is something I need to tell you about my measurements, or if I make a change. All right, so right from the start, we're supposed to bring from this corner down to the middle of this triangle down here, but that's not how my petals here are positioned, so I am going to go from this corner down to the middle of the triangles, and then I'm going an inch on each side of my petals. And then what I can do is just come back down here and do another inch line. Have a little bit of symmetry there. Your petals may be in different spots than mine too, so it could be different for you. And then we've got supposed to be some going here, but I don't know if I want to do that. So what I may do is stitch in the ditch right here. Now there is a big curve that I don't think I'll be able to do and have it look good. So I think I will. I'll stitch in the ditch here. I'm going to go around my applique, stitch in the ditch here, and then come up and go around my applique. So what I did here was a 1/2 inch grid. Hers is a little bit bigger. I went with a 1/2 inch. It seemed to work better on mine. All right, I followed this for the most part, except she has like one stitch here. I just put another one. So we've got a bunch of crisscrosses in here. And then I'm gonna come up here and I may stitch in the ditch around the candle and my applique. All right, the only thing I changed up here was there's some just straight lines that go down here, and I'm going to quilt inside of here just to give it a little dimension. This is all applique, so I'm just gonna go around my applique. The applique up here, I'm gonna go around. So I'm just gonna, this top part where there's applique, I'm just gonna quilt around my applique. All right, this one has all applique on the bottom, so I'm just going to go around that. I came 1/4 of an inch over here, and then I just found the center of that and did a triangle to that seam, and the same here. Center of this triangle and down to that seam. Down to this seam right here. So that will have a quilting all throughout. All right, this is applique, and I'm going to go around this. I pretty much followed these for these lines, and then this corner for these lines. So they're kind of like different spaces, but they work. I'm going to stitch in the ditch around my square, and I feel like I should do something on the inside. But at the moment, I'm not quite sure what, unless I stitched in the ditch in the 9 patch, which I might do when I get there. All right, quilting up the last squares. Let's do it. Well, I did it. I finished quilting Dear Jane. I don't even know what to say. I think it's a little surreal that I am now going to just be having this on my lap and binding it. So, scallop binding is new to me. I'm gonna have to figure it out and see how the best way to do it is. Not scared of it, it's just new, so I'll keep you up to date. I don't know that I'll be doing any Dear Jane type videos on it. I will probably do a wrap-up video when this is done, talking about it, showing it off when I've got it bound. And I'll probably, like, I've got a video series called What's on My Desk. I'll probably show it off as I'm going there and talk about it a little there. So stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell for all the other fun stuff we got going on here. If you're new, I have a whole Dear Jane playlist from beginning to this point right here. Putting it together. I supply like cut pieces for any of the foundation paper pieces I did, which is very helpful. Check it out. Let your friends know if you know someone who's doing Dear Jane, may be interested. And thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. I loved seeing quilts that people made. I have a hashtag on Instagram if you want to do that and show off your blocks. If you're following me, tag Canary Quilts. Oh, goodness gracious. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you following along, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.